Dito sa ating pangalawang bahagi ng ating Talk News TV ay may mapupulot din ng Duterte administration po dito as well as the audience. No? Ang malaking problema natin na hinaharap sa Metro Manila ay transportasyon at traffic. At sa ating buong bansa din naman, problema yan yung pagdala ng mga farm goods to the marketplace, in the urban centers, and so on. And ang tingin ng mga tao generally is trend lang ang option. Ano? Well, there's another one that we will discuss in this episode, invented by our guest, an award-winning system, and he has been fighting for this the past 30 years, no?
27 years.
27 years, almost 30. And I've written about it also too, way back, nung pinag-uusapan pa yung MRT, LRT. Ano? And so this is Mr. Francis Yuseco. He is not a billionaire Yuchenko, pero may bangko din siya dati, ano? Kaya investment banker. And he has a new concept, not really new in the world, but new in the Philippines for discussion, although 27 years na nga dinidiscuss yan. Anyway, Francis, you're an investment banker, and why did you get into this transport conceptualization?
Well, to give you a brief background, my first job kasi was a systems analyst with First Manila Management Corporation, the owner of Pantranco.
Okay.
And I did the, even at that time, I learned already certain tools, which is called the origin matrix origin matrix destination analysis.
Pwede mong i-simplify yan para sa amin.
Okay. At saka yung road capacity, road measured capacity. In other words, yung kasi pagbigay ng prangkisa, may mga sistema yan, di ba? Space analysis, in other words, titingnan mo kung gaano kalapad, kahaba yung kalye. And then, yung origin matrix destination analysis naman, titingnan mo, ilan talagang kailangan na, halimbawa, bus, jeepneys, whatever, di ba? Hindi ginagawa yun eh. One of the first shock that I learned when I first took this job was that yung mga bus pala rito at saka karamihan ng bus, mga condemned na eh, from other countries, no? So that's the first, ano pa lang, bakit binubuhay natin dito, pipinturahan lang ng konti, lalagyan ng konti. Ang problema dyan, minsan yung brake nawawala, di ba? Minsan, bigla na lang lumiliyab yung sunog because these are already condemned. So, first level of corruption dito, dapat kung condemned na sa ibang bansa, condemned na rin dito sa atin, di ba? Second, LTFRB naman, bigay ng prangkisa for whatever, di ba? Dapat yan merong pag-aaral eh. Ang tawag nga dyan, origin destination matrix analysis. Titignan mo kung ilan lang kailangan na bus o jeep dyan. So yun. Okay, but then I left that job and became an investment banker. So investment banking naman, we were two institutions that were conduits for IMF, JICA, ODA, IFC loans. Basket of hard currencies to, no? But even at that, we were very careful and selective na papautangin lang namin were dollar-earning and export-oriented company to hedge against this basket of hard currencies. Kasi, while on paper, it looks good, 1.5% interest, 7 years moratorium on principal, and then 30 years maturity. Di, magang, di ba? Ang problema dyan, hawak tayo ng IMF eh, di ba? So when we were originally lending, the exchange rate was about 15-1. Eh samantala, the economy is weak, no? And sasabihin sa'yo na, didiktahan ka ng IMF sa totoo lang eh. Sasabihin sa'yo, your economy is weak, devalue your currency, di ba? So, yung 15-1 na pinautang namin, all of a sudden, naging 21-1. So, yung effective rate of interest, hindi 1.5%, not at all, mga 50% na. After another 5 years, sabihin sa'yo ng IMF, devalue your currency, naging 36-1. So, effective interest rate, 100%. Di ba? So, Lahat ng pinautang namin, publicly listed companies, dollar earning, export-oriented, none survive. None.
And ang importante, sa narinig kong paliwanag mo, in the end, 100% ang interest.
More than 100%.
More than 100%. Hindi yan
Hindi na alam ng
naintindihan
tao
ng publiko yan.
Oo.
Pagka nangungutang tayo sa IMF and foreign banks,
Exactly.
and their conduit banks in the Philippines.
Oo.
Kala mo, mangungutang sa Philippine banks, pero actually, nasa likod, foreign banks yun, di
Yes.
ba? Oo.
Ang mabigat dyan, hawak nila lahat, yung mga conditionalities na tawag. No? What you call, these are the modern neo-colonial tools.
That's right.
Sasabihin sa'yo, puutang ka sa amin, lahat bilin mo sa amin. Equipment, raw materials,
Consultants.
labor, consult. Yung mga consultant, wala namang ginawa rin yan dito. Hindi
Mag-golf.
Tapos, you have to list them as owners.
Tapos, hindi pwedeng apartment lang
Hindi
titira.
pwede. Kailangan dasma yan.
Dasmariñas, so
Or
condominium sa Ayala.
whatever.
Oo.
Di ba? Wala namang ginawa yan kundi
Mag-golf.
golf lang di ba? Tapos, ganun nga. So, nung nakita ko yung unang LRT, panahon pa ni
Marcos.
Presidente Marcos, sabi ko, kung yung mga dollar earning company na pinautang namin, hindi makabayan, paano pa to? Earning in a very weak currency, Philippine pesos, paano mababayaran to? The exchange rate at that was in 1984. So, 16.7 to 1. Ngayon, magkano ngayon? 47 to 1. Not a single centavo of the loan up to now has been paid. Same with MRT3, same with LRT2. No? MRT3, when it was, yung financial closing niya, 1997. Exchange rate was 26 to 1. LRT2, 1994. Mas maaga. Exchange rate was about 24 to 1. Ngayon, 47 to 1. So, effective interest rate, talagang double.
Double lang ba? Baka 1,000%.
Exactly. Tapos nga, ang masakit, yung value added, punta ng punta sa kanila, payaman ng payaman sila. Ngayon, ang LRT, the serviceable life is only 15 years. So kahit sabihin mo, build, operate, transfer, after 15 years, ta-transfer sa'yo. Pag transfer sa'yo, wala nang halaga yan eh. Tapos na yan eh. So sasabihin sa'yo, walang problema. Ito ulit, pautangin namin ulit kayo, bilhin nyo ulit to. Pero usually, ang binibigay sa atin, mentong, dilapidated or kaya phased out. So, dyan ang kumpisa yung pag-iisip ko. Alam mo, medyo kumuha namin tayo ng konting kurso sa AIM. Meron kaming ginagawang tool, tawag namin dyan, AIM Case Method Study. You make your certain assumptions. Eto, kailangan mo ng mass transit system. Dumadami yung mga tao mo. Pero ayaw mo, dapat hindi ka na pwede umutang. Dahil, alam mo, hindi mo mababayaran eh. So, doon ko nag-start yung analysis ko. What makes a rail basis? Di ba, pag sinabing mass transit, inisip ng tao, mass rail base. But what makes a rail-based system operationally efficient? It's not because it's running on rails, but because it's track-based. Meron sariling daanan. Di ba? Once you have your own exclusive track, it's what you call a completely controlled, therefore completely programmable environment. Sariling daanan mo yan eh. You have the absolute freedom to program all your operating activities, departure, arrival time, dwell time, headways, distance of your design of your loading, unloading station, average speed, top speed. Sa'yo yan eh. The LRT is operationally efficient, not because it's running on rails, but because it's up there. Binigyan mo ng sariling daan.
May sariling daan.
Baba mo yan. Kahit ilang tinuladang release yan, ilang milyong release yan, mata-traffic din yan. Rails, ito yung release, di ba, are nothing more but a carriageway of steel wheels para makaikot yung gulong. Roads are the carriageway of pneumatic tires. Magkarera tayo, ikaw nakagulong na bakal, ako nakagulong na goma. Sino mauna? Kung pareho tayong meron sariling daanan, mauna pa ako sa iyo eh. Because ang top speed ko can go up to 120, 150 kilometers per hour. Ang top speed mo, 100 kilometers lang per hour. Ngayon, di ba? So you're dealing with a very basic and simple mathematical equation. Alam mo, Lasal, Ateneo, UP, IQ test entrance exam. If A, which is the LRT, transports 700 passengers every 5 minutes, B, which is filled, ito ang trackway, no? How many B units do you need to transport the same number of passengers within the same 5 minutes? 200 ang karga mo eh. So 5. Yung 5 minuto niya, either retain it or break down his headways into 1 minute each. In 1 minute, in the same 5 minutes, Meron kang 1,000. Hindi ba? Siya 700 lang. Sino lamang? Siya samantalang i-import pa niya lahat up to the last screw. Dito, mabibigyan natin ang daming trabaho because lahat ng mga coaches dito, gawa na sa bansa.
So, yung coaches, bus yan basically.
Tatlo yan. Tatlong klase yan.
Tatlong klase.
Oo.
Go ahead.
Okay. Akala kasi ng tao, hindi kasi tayo nabibigyan ng pagkakataon paliwanag to.
Nandito ka ngayon,
Nandito
papaliwanag ka.
Correct. Salamat, mentor. Hindi lang to pampasahero, pati to sa mga cargo, at saka lalo na sa agri-products. Diba? Kaya ang tinatawag natin dito, intelligent trackways.
So, sandali. Importante ito. Ang iyong tinutukoy na paggamit nito, hindi lang Metro Manila. Kasi sa isip ng mga tao, ang problema ng traffic ngayon, transportasyon ay Metro Manila dahil sa traffic.
Correct.
This is much broader ang iyong concern dito. Kaya
Nationwide.
may agriculture ka, and
Cargos.
cargo.
Cargo.
Okay, sige, go ahead.
Nationwide to.
Pero this is in comparison to a nationwide system kung reless.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yan.
But this one is only 2% of the cost. At saka you can complete this in about 8 months. Why? Kasi ang hahanapin mo lang dito are inexpensive contiguous tracts of land. Yung magkadikit-dikit na lupa.
Na lupa.
No? Ang kailangan mo lang dito, ang lapad dito sa totoo lang, mga 10 meters eh. Pero luwagan na natin, 30 meters na. Iwan mo na yung gitna para sa riles. Kung makakabuo kung sino man ng financial packaging yan, na walang government guarantee or equity, which is impossible.
Basta ang sinasabi mo, huwag mangutang sana.
Huwag mangutang. O kaya kung mangutang, wala namang government guarantee. Wag mo nang,
Walang government
wag
guarantee.
mo nang ipitin yung mga taxpayers. Kawawa naman eh. Kanina, meron kayong pinag-usapan ni Hero. Kung saan kukunin yung pera, meron din kami solution dyan eh. No? Paliwanag ko mamaya. So, ito, meron kang trackway dyan, intelligent trackway. Ang maganda rito, why we call it intelligent trackway? We have a SCADA system eh. Ang SCADA system and tracking system, tawag dyan, Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System. Computer yan eh. No? Para ka lang air traffic controller. No? Meron kang mga gates dyan. So pagpasok kung sino man, naka-monitor yan. No? You have a tracking system not only externally but internally.
Basta lang, paliwanag mo yung tatlong klase.
Okay.
Kasi digulong, lahat ba digulong yan?
Digulong lahat.
Digulong lahat.
Pero yung sa pasahero, either articulated bus
Ibig
or
sabihin,
double deck.
mas mahaba na bus.
18 meters
18 meters. Merong parang accordion sa gitna.
Meron
diba?
tawag dyan, folding bellows.
Okay,
Tawag dyan, folding bellows. May third wheel sa ilalim yan eh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yung isa, double deck.
Yung isa double deck, pang
Ilang
turista
pasahero?
naman. Mga 200 din. Pero
200, isang double deck, 200, ha?
Hindi. Mas hindi pala. Pwedeng, kasi lalagyan, pang long haul to, lalagyan mo ng mga upuan to. No? So, ang asakay nito sa mga hanggang 100. Pero naka-captain seat siya at saka may mga eating trays. Halimbawa, babiyahe ka
Parang aeroplano.
Parang aeroplano. Pero may mga stewardess ka, mayroong bathroom.
Dati, nung panahon ni Marcos, yung nung may
Labbas.
MMDA, may labbas, but they also use trailer
Yes,
trucks na ginawang cab, parang carriage
Correct.
with chairs, no? Pero it
Right.
looked awkward,
Oo.
but it could hold 100 or more
Correct.
passengers.
Pwede rin yun. Pwede rin yun. Pero ito kasi, halimbawa, ito nga sinasabi ko, ang PNR kasi, marami hindi nakakalam dito. Ang PNR, merong right of way na 30 meters wide eh.
Pero may train siya ngayon.
Meron train dito sa gitna.
Pero meron pang 30 meters?
Meron pang...
Magkabila?
8 meters ang ginagamit nila eh.
Oo.
So, meron silang tinatawag na safety zone na 7 meters just in case madiskarel. No? So, meron ka pa rin 15.
Safety zones na pagdating sa squatter area eh. Ano na?
Correct.
Maaamoy mo yung kubeta nung...
Pero yan, pwede rin natin gawin mga allies yan eh. Later, paliliwan.
Siyempre.
So, meron kang 7.5. Kailangan lang naman natin mga 3.5 bawat isa. Meron ka pang extra.
Yes.
So, sinasabi ko, pati muna natin
So,
paggamit sa
two-way
tao
yan.
yan.
One
Two
way,
ways.
one,
Both
one
directions.
truck,
Both
one
directions.
direction.
Both
Okay.
directions. Lalo na sa mga farmers natin, di ba? Alam mo, between farm gate and sea gate price up to Metro Manila urban market price, ang difference is about 400% eh.
Ang presyo ng
Ang
goods
presyo
doon
ng
sa farm
goods
gate
sa farm gate,
at doon sa Divisoria,
400%.
Q-Mart or farmers.
Yes.
400%.
Sana pupunta yan.
Kung yung gulay 5 piso per kilo sa farm gate,
Pagdating sa...
times 4.
Pagdating 20 pesos na.
20 pesos.
So parehong kawawa. Ang consumer kawawa, ang farmers hindi umaasenso. Ang sino umaasenso? Ang tinatawag dyan, biyaheros, mga middlemen. Along the way, nagbabayad sa mga corrupt elements ng military, police, saka nice people. Di ba? Ngayon, kung papagamit natin itong magkabilang ng PNR, yung mga kooperatiba ng mga farmers, bibigyan na natin sariling refrigerated or non-refrigerated. Sila na may-ari niyan. Makikipag-coordinate, kunyari may ani sila, makikipag-coordinate sila sa local station ngayon. Kung saan man, sa Bicol man, o sa Sorsogon, o sa La Union man.
Sasabihin natin, bangus sa Dagupan.
Correct.
Tapos pagdaan sa Tarlac, Palay.
Correct.
Pagdaan sa... iba-iba kasing produkto nila, di ba?
Yeah. Pero ibig sabihin, magko-coordinate sila sa local station. Sa local, makiki-coordinate naman sa central namin.
I-schedule yung kanilang
sasabihin niya, may papasok po rito, ganitong araw, ganitong araw.
And siguro, I assume the schedule will be fixed. So, they can plan on the basis of the schedule.
They can plan and they will have to coordinate with us. No? So, ngayon, yung farmers ngayon, como sila na may-ari ng van nila, yung kikitain nila, magkikin doble at triple. At the same time, yung presyo naman ng food prices natin, bababa. Okay, mawawala na yung mga biyahero. Mayayaman na naman yung mga yan. Parami naman silang pwedeng pasukin na ibang negosyo, di ba?
Hindi pa, malamang, sila nang magpapatakbo ng mga ibang mga truck dyan, di ba?
Hindi kundi. I mean, we're not after a monopoly naman. No. We're after monopoly of the system. We just want to say that it's one operating system. Everybody can actually join.
Now, why are you so confident it will only cost 2% of a rail system?
Okay, because yung katulad ng pinaliwanag ko kanina, pagka yung rail system kasi, necessarily you have to borrow money, tawag yan ECF, Export Credit Facility. Didiktahan ka kung saan mo kukunin lahat, di ba? So, habang palaki ng palaki yung effective rate of interest, palaki na. Ito naman dito sa atin, geometrical increase in economic production, palaki ng palaki. So, nagkakabaliktad yung difference.
You think you can sell this idea to Ben Diokno and Sani Dominguez, who are oriented towards the standard way of doing things, di ba?
If they are not made aware of this, definitely hindi mo mabibenta.
So we can try. No?
We can try. I guess these are bright, intelligent, patriotic people. You just have to be able to...
Is Tetanco bright and patriotic? I'm sure you know Tetanco is bright, but I don't think he'll support these things because he's praised by the Wall Street bankers, banker of the year, and so on. Kaya na-appoint sila dyan, no?
Could be. I don't know, but we'll try. We'll certainly give it a try. No? So, yun lang yun. So, in other words, for example, bubuksan mo nga yung paggamit ng PNR. So, yung mga cargo trucks, pwede na dito gumamit. Pero controlled program environment. Same thing with that Visayas in Mindanao.
Ang isang kailangan ipaliwanag, yung sinasabi mo, yung right of way ng PNR,
Correct.
nandiyan na.
Nandiyan na.
Sementohan. Siguro may elevation para hindi malubog sa baha. At kung may mga intersections na importante, may flyover siguro.
Flyover, maski na stop, look, and listen lang.
Stop, look, and listen.
Because if you're traveling at 60 kilometers per hour, your speed is, you cover a distance of 16.6 meters per second. Yung lapad ng mga intersections is only 8 meters.
Pero that may be pointed out as a disadvantage kasi yung tren, mas mabilis yung tren.
No, not really.
Kasi dire-diretso siya, no?
No. Hindi ba yung tatawid ka sa Buendia?
May mga stop, look, and listen din na tawag mo.
Pareho lang. It's the same actually. May stop, look, and listen. Kaya lang, digitalize na itong stop, look, and listen natin. So, pareho lang.
That is, of course, relative to the speed of the train kasi may fast train na tayo ngayon, di ba? High-speed train.
Yung average speed ng Amtrak, halimbawa, is 50 miles per hour. Pwede natin tapit... No,
120 kilometers per hour?
No, 80 kilometers per hour. It's the same. It's the same thing. Pwede natin
tapitan. Yung passenger trains sa Shinkansen, of course, French, anong tawag sa French?
No, yung mga high speed.
250,
Yes,
300 kilometers per
250,
hour.
meron pa nga 340 kilometers per hour.
Per hour.
Ang problema naman dyan, all of them are bankrupt.
Yeah, of course, they are
Diba?
all subsidized.
Subsidized.
Kasi,
And yung pinag-usapan yung ni Hero kanina, sabi ko, sa tatlong LRT, naghahanap tayo ng pera. Di ba? Because meron na, ito, adopted na in 136 cities, 39
well,
countries.
we have 5 minutes left. We have a video nga of a system in
Sa
Xiamen,
Xiamen,
China.
tinanggal na nila yung LRT nila kasi ubod ng malang subsidy. Dinismante nila.
Let's
Ito,
take a look.
yeah.
Let's take a look. Wella,
Sige.
please. Okay. The principle is very simple.
Correct.
Basta may dedicated truck siya, bibilis yan.
Yes.
Now, yung bus at cargo truck, maraming options yan.
Correct.
Ano?
Correct.
So which I supported
Yes,
27 years ago.
appreciate
No?
that,
If you remember that.
Yeah, I do. Ito nga lang, pwede mo na gawin sa ano yan eh, Mindanao and Visayas. Kailangan mo lang dyan, maghanap ka and identify contiguous truck na yung inexpensive truck sa plan lang. Medyo papaderan mo lang ng konti, pero sisimentohan mo lang. Di ka kung gusto nila, kung meron talagang kasi romanticize yung rail system eh.
Yeah.
Di lagay mo yung magtabi ka ng space sa gitna.
Well, if
Kung gusto
eventually, every society, I think, would like to have high-speed trains,
Yeah,
no?
sure.
Kasi parang aeroplano ka lang,
Oo,
mabilis
oo.
ka, no?
Di at least nandyan na yan.
But if we face our development, tama lang ito.
Ito muna, mag-iwan ka na ng espasyo para sa high speed. Eventually, kung talagang may pera na tayo, at least nandyan na yung space. Pero in the meantime, gamitin muna natin to. Kasi pareho lang eh.
Okay.
Di ba?
We have 1 minute. Your final pitch for your project, which I think we
Makes
should
sense.
do. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, gusto lang namin sana mapagbigyan kami ng papaliwanag to hindi lang sa presidente, pati mga economic advisors niya. Kasi ang laking matutulungan lalo na sa mga mga magsasaka, mga mangingisda, no? At saka tayo mga turista, gusto natin magpunta sa Clark, Subic in less than half the time that we're using now to by car. And then we will also create economic and industrial zones, farm estates along the route. May mga tourist destinations din dyan. So, ang dami makikinabang eh. Hindi ka kailangan kung kakabuo mo lang sila ng train, would take them 4 or 5 years. Ito, 8 months, nandiyan ka na.
That's right. Well, I know also you have a cooperative or social organizing component dito.
Yeah,
no?
meron kaming tinatawag na Center for Reverse Migration.
Para bumalik ang mga taga-syudad.
Kasi kung iniisip na, bakit ako naghihirap, nakatira ako sa squalor area rito, crime-infested, and yung mga kamag-anak namin, mga magsasaka, ang laki na ng kita, balik na kami sa probinsya. So magkakaroon ng wave of reverse migration. So, and that will of course decongest the cities, not only Metro Manila, Cebu, Davao, whatever.
Okay. So, maraming salamat, Francis, for your
salamat,
effort
Beto.
the past 27 years to push this project that would provide the
Solution.
country with an
So many.
affordable and efficient system.
Correct.
Let's see if we can have the
Sana.
Duterte government listen to it. Sana.
Hopefully.
Okay, maraming
Sige,
salamat,
thank you.
Francis.
Thank
Okay,
you, Beto.
so that's a very great idea. At tingnan natin po
Thank
if
you.
we can help push this with our new government. Maraming salamat and have a good weekend.